I'm live, ladies and gentlemen, live in 4K. Let's get this 4K stream popping off tonight. Let's get it popping off. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now though. Y'all know I normally wear my cans or whatever. If you don't know what cans are, that's referring to headphones. These joints is about to take me out. There's a reason I never like wearing in-ears or whatever. It's just my ears are not made for them or whatever. And I know people be like, yo, you can, get them sized and all that. I am a over-the-ear headphone person. I know this is a random live though, so it's not one of those things where I want to sit here and look strange, quote unquote, waiting for people to come in the room. I'm just chilling. Came into an impromptu DJ session. I was riding past my apartment and I was like, I think somebody broke in the house because I just see flashing lights. You know what I'm saying? Flashing lights. Yeah, so if you just coming in, you know what I'm saying, holla at your boy. You know how we get it done. Impromptu, like I said. Nothing planned, nothing scheduled. I did put a title in as far as do views really matter, or maybe it was something about click-through rate, and so we'll see. I don't even know if it's even gonna let people know. I think that's the weird thing about YouTube. I think if you're subscribed to my page and you have on your notifications, it will tell you that I'm live. It'll definitely tell you that I'm live. But if you don't have on my notifications, it's not gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it says I got one person watching. I'm actually the one person that's watching. Listen, yo, that's the crazy part. So I just been man, first of all, it's Wednesday. I was about to say happy Friday. It kind of feel like Friday because I feel real accomplished. You know what I'm saying? We'll be getting a lot done this week. Content is kind of on a automated thing right now, just being scheduled. I gotta take this out. It's about to drive me crazy. Now this is weird because even though technically I've never recorded a video. Well, let me not say that. I've never gone live or like recorded any of my videos without being able to hear myself. Now the thing is, I can hear myself because I can hear myself talking right now, but I can't hear anything else. Now, unless I was having a conversation with somebody, it wouldn't necessarily matter. You know what I'm saying? Because like I would want to hear them and what they're saying back. But for the purposes of right now, I don't know. That jump was killing my ears. But if you do come in, definitely, you know how we do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 2 in the chat if you can see me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 2 in the chat if you can see me, and let me know where you're watching from. Yeah, I'm gonna be real vain. I really just wanted y'all to see my haircut in 4K. That's all. That's it. We can stream in 4K, you know what I'm saying, to YouTube, and so I could take advantage of all the pixels, that I'm getting out of the cam link right now coming from my ZV-E10. And yeah, I just wanted y'all to see my haircut. That's all. That's really it. I just really wanted you to see this West Indian red undertones I got that blend so well with this red polo hood. I'm being real vain right now, but yeah, definitely, man. Holla at your boy. Let me know where you're watching from. I will say, based on the title of the description, does click-through rate really matter? Is it something that I should pay attention to? I think statistics show that average click-through rate is between 3 and 10%. Anything lower than that, we got a problem. And all of your super creators, your Mr. Beast of the world, they're getting a click-through rate that's well above 10%. And for those of you who don't know what click-through rate is, it's basically kind of what it says. When you, like, if I go live right now and I had a thumbnail, or when you post a video or whatever, or short, YouTube pushes that out to a percentage of your audience, especially in the first 30 minutes, first hour, I think it is. and they want to see how many people actually click on your videos. It's kind of like impressions, think of it if you're an Instagram creator, TikTok creator, you understand what impressions are. YouTube still called impressions, but really we refer to it more as kind of like click-through rate. How many people actually clicked on it, responded, saw YouTube actually push it out. But I got somebody else watching. It's a second person watching. So holla at me in the chat. Drop something in the chat. Let's talk. If you got any questions, I may not be up here long. Let me kind of lean back and relax. Let me just chill. And if I'm louder than the music, or if the music is louder than me, definitely please let me know. I'm looking at the levels right now. Everything appears to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, how was your Wednesday? It's hump day. We made it to the middle of the week. So yeah, and this is part of the plus 10 challenge that I do with people. Just really encouraging them to go, just go live, build your chops up, learn how to bring the energy. Like right now, nobody's up here. I had somebody jump in, but it's just me. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, what's popping? Okay, Plush Life Media. Tracy, what's going on? What's good with you? Tracy, what you got going on in the world of Plush Life? Boom. There we go right there. We popping off with the live comments today. Yeah, what you got going on in the world of Plush Life? One of the things we was talking about with Kirk today. If you don't follow Kirk Nugent, how it all works, go holler at my man Kirk. You know what I'm saying? And we were just really talking about, you got to show up. You got to show up, whether it's 1,000 people watching, whether it's one person watching, and if you learn how to show up now, maximize, your time now, while it's just me and Tracy, you know what I'm saying? By the time it's 100 people in here, it's nothing. Rebranding my whole thing. Okay. I definitely understand that. Been there, still there, done that 100,000 times, 100,000 times. So what does that look like for you? I know a lot of people have a different definition of what rebranding actually looks like. So for Tracy, what does that look like? Starting fresh, new podcast. Okay. All right. Well, I know it's just me and you, but people gonna see the replay. I got 4 people, so that means I'm 1. So I got 3 other people watching. Y'all holler at your boy in the chat if you can hear me drop a 1, if you can see me drop a 2. Talking to Tracy Anderson right now. We're talking about, starting fresh with a new podcast. Go ahead and plug your podcast, Tracy. What is it? What is it gonna be about? What is the podcast gonna be about? I think the definition of podcasting has changed so much. People tell me all the time, they're like, your podcast is jumping. And I'm like, yeah, the quote unquote official podcast, content is the new currency. I really haven't uploaded anything to it, but hey, I'm not going to charge you, I'm not going to charge it to your head or your heart. I just appreciate you watching, any other content that I post. But yeah, if you're just coming in, the description, this ain't clickbait. It's not misleading. I was really kind of looking, matter of fact, y'all know how I do. I'll actually show you what I was looking at. But Tracy says, commitment on what we offer, new logo, new approach on presentation. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tracy. I don't like the way your comment is showing up. So I'm gonna edit it right now. I know it's supposed to be dynamic, but I think I like the text box shrink. Yeah, I think I like that better. And I think I like it when most people can see it. Boom. There we go. All right. Most people will be like, why you ain't do it in preview mode so people can't see what you're doing? I don't really care. All right. All right, cool. So let me take it back down. We're good on that. Tracy says, I'm also doing an entertainment trade magazine online. Okay, that's dope. That's what's good. I think I see a lot of your content in regards to that on IG. Equip Institute. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Yo, excuse me. Yo, it's so dope. I'm making a lot of new friends. I'm making a lot of new friends being back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to be back. Question for tonight: does your click-through rate really matter? What do y'all think? I'm gonna show you. I think we are such perfectionists, and we deal with this analysis paralysis. You know what I'm saying? And so, let me go to my screen share. All right, so right now you are looking. I mean, y'all know I don't hide nothing. So this is YouTube Studio. For those of you who don't know what we're looking at, what you've never seen. And so when I talk about click-through rate, if you want to understand what click-through rate is, you can either go to a specific video or I can go down to analytics and I can get a overall view of, what's going on. But I think like in the last 28 days, like this video this was a short idea with Nikki. So this is another thing. For those of you who are really kind of new to the content creation space, especially from a live stream standpoint, I've been doing shorts. And so I have a lot of old content. I have a lot of old content on IG. I have a lot of old content that people have never seen. I'm just repurposing it. I'm in the process of hiring an editor, so I'm kind of vetting them right now, and then I'm just taking advantage of AI. I might not even have to hire them. AI is winning right now. Opus Clips, CapCut kind of has like Opus built into it, not Opus specifically, but the same thing. So you can get your, Mr. B style of captions, Hermosi, all of that. So a lot of that is what you see kind of popping up on my channel. So I really kind of have planned out my shorts content, and I wanted to really dive in. And so like if I post a short every single day of February, what would that do? So far, so good. One of the things I do love, and I'll show y'all this. I could technically show you on mobile. I could hook my phone up and show you exactly what that looks like, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But basically in the YouTube Studio app on mobile, I mean, it gives you dope information. Like I'm gonna drop a gem on y'all just because you're rocking out with me. And if you're just coming in, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified every time I just go live. Equip Institute, yes, absolutely. Long time viewers, first time commenting in the stream. I absolutely appreciate it. And so I'm gonna drop a gem, as a matter of fact, because I'm watching comments right here too. I'm gonna see, I should be able to pull in my phone. I should be able to pull it in just real quick. I love doing stuff live. You know what I'm saying? I love doing stuff live, but broadcast my screen. I want you to see what the power of, because YouTube wants you to win. And that's the one thing I'm trying to tell people. I want everybody to understand. Like YouTube right now is in the business of you winning. All right. So, we got Doc Rock in the building. I must be doing something right. We got the master himself. You know what I'm saying? Doc, what's going on, my man? All right. Doc says CTR only matters if you're trying to monetize directly via YouTube, which is a bad play. Your income streams are more effective off platform. I never look at YouTube analytics. It makes you chase the bag. Yo, that's facts. That is facts. like, because it will. And I think I agree with Doc. Like, I'm 70% there, 30%. I mean, because that's just me. I'm super analytical. So I definitely pay attention to some things just because, you know, you kind of want to see what's working, what's not working. But I'm beyond the point in my career where I let that like drive me crazy or dictate what it is that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't let it bug me out, because to Doc's point, most of the money comes off stream. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 70% of your income will come from the 10% of your viewers, 80% of my revenue comes from affiliate income and memberships. Okay, so yeah. So, you know, you're hearing it from somebody who's actually really out here in the streets that's doing it. Like, for real, for real. Now, I am going to do preview mode for this because, you know, I don't need y'all all in my business. Because that might get crazy. All right, let's do this. All right, yeah, but no, like, it's definitely not one of those things that I want to be sitting here bugging out about, thinking about all the time, you know, because that can get stressful. That can get real stressful. And like Doc said, it'll have you just pretty much kind of chasing the bag, and which we see a lot of people doing. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to show you this just because it does help give you an idea of just some good things. All right. So this is one of the things that I get specifically from YouTube, from the Studio app. So like, it literally like, this is inside the Studio app. If you want to see how I got here, like if that's my dashboard. All right. And then I hit analytics, and then you'll see it's pretty much right down here in the middle. So like, it'll tell you how shorts help grow your channel. Your weekly recap is here. How to balance your upload schedule. What's going on, JGSC? John. Let me just call you John. I be calling people by their names. Tracy says, I need to get my affiliate revenue and subscriptions going. That's my goal this year. Most definitely. You better come jump on the ECAMM train. But let me show y'all this real quick. So it tells you, like, scheduling was a big thing for me, getting back, you know what I'm saying, into the mode. And so schedules are not a one size fits all. It depends on your goals, content, and audience. I mean, like, of course. This was, I think, something dope that I don't hear a lot of people talking about in this level of simplicity. All right. So you can plan your uploads with these 3 types of content. So you got hub content, help content, hero content. And yo, John, this is the only reason I really got online. This the only reason I wanted y'all to see my haircut in 4K. Shout out to my barber, Mott Leroy. You know what I'm saying? Used to be called the People's Choice, but changed the name to Official Cuts in Durham off of Gear Street for all of my Triangle people. But YouTube Studio, like, in dealing with scheduling, like, you can plan your uploads with these 3 types of content. So you got hub content, help content, hero content. So hub content, it shows you what it is. These are familiar videos that keep viewers coming back. So pretty much this is content that is frequent and is easy to produce. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those people that's really trying to figure out, everybody's having a conversation about niching down or not, you know, and really just kind of find where your space is, keep this in mind. So that's hub. All right. Then you got help content, which is what we refer to as evergreen. This is content that, you know, in the words of Think Media, ASQ, answer specific questions, common searches. This is where you can really, really super like optimize for SEO. You know what I'm saying? And things that people are searching for. These are the things where people come to. All right. And then you got hero content, which are your popular topics with a big appeal, rare and well planned. And so it was dope to just kind of see that, because it gave me another way to kind of look at things. And even when I'm doing like some coaching and different things like that with other people, it's kind of like, hey, here are 3 things that you really kind of keep in mind to kind of simplify it. But hey, yo, Tracy, I need you better pay attention to what Doc is talking about in there. I have paid my top affiliates over 6 figures for 3 years straight. you really want to be an ECAMM affiliate. Yeah. And here's the sad, this is why definitely getting back and in the game and using the tools that are available for you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't talk about the tools that I use like ECAMM. I use ECAMM for everything. I'm literally trying to get my people at work at the university, you know, to jump on. Hey Doc, matter of fact, I need to talk to you about that offline. We was talking about that on Kirk's stream, whether ECAMM like has an enterprise model or if that's something they could potentially be thinking about. You know, cause it's nothing to hop in a meeting at work and people be like, how in the world are you doing what you're doing? And you can get individuals, but it's like, you know, that would be dope. But going back to YT Studio, balancing these types of, you know, content to find a sustainable schedule. And this is the thing that I think why so many people are quitting. I'm not going to say so much of the scheduling. I just think sustainable expectations. I think that's the biggest thing, having, like, you know, was talking to Marshall about this. People created unrealistic and unsustainable models because everything was geared towards what was trending. Everything was geared towards what was hot. And when you build a model like that, it's hard to keep up with because now everything you create has to be hotter than the previous thing. So you're always going to be creating hero content. You're never going to have hub content. You know what I'm saying? Which is like what I'm doing right now. You're never going to have your evergreen content, you know, which is, you know, just simple questions like, hey, how do I record phone calls, you know, on the Rodecaster Pro 2 or the Rodecaster Duo? You know, questions that people want to know, you know, who are doing podcasts, radio show. They may want to take live callers or something like that. You know, so people didn't build sustainable models. And so it's telling me like, hey, help content is where your strength is. And based on looking at my analytics, you know what I'm saying, and just what I know about myself, that's true. And so the majority of the content that I will create is help, but I'm moving also towards hub. I'm moving away from a lot of hero content, which is trendy. To me, that's TikTok. To me, that's TikTok. Doc says we do. Yo, real talk. Real talk. Yeah. Yeah. Real talk. Hey, Tracy, are you using ECAMM now? Because if you're not, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do this right here. I need you to do this right here. I need you to go to my link. I need you to go to my link. I know you said you had it before, and I don't know if you use somebody else's affiliate link, but do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and jump back on that 14 days free, you know, just so you can, you know, reassure yourself. You already know what decision you need to make because you're on my stream right now and you see what's popping, you see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go on and drop on that ECAMM Life and sign up as an affiliate. You know, you could. Doc gave somebody game. I think it was Tall Boy you was talking to on Hicks and Keith's stream about that. Yeah, like sign up for the affiliate program regardless. Like let's be smart about this, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that was the dope thing about YT Studio, and I love the way that, you know. But going back to Doc's point earlier, it's like, bro. Okay, I'm bugging. Going back to Doc's point earlier, you know, about really paying attention to the metrics, and especially for beginners, you know, because all people care about is, I'm not getting views, I'm not getting subs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, just create the content. Like, just create the content. Like, you don't need to be back here. This ain't where you need to live at. You don't need to know nothing about what's going on. You know what I'm saying, over here. Stay from back here. Because number one, you're not gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need an interpreter to help you even figure out what the heck it means. Number two, it's gonna drive you crazy because, like Doc said, you're gonna be chasing the bag. That's already you gonna chase. Okay. Tracy says, I'm already an ECAMM member. Yes, I want to be smart about it. Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. I had to throw it out there. I had to throw it out there just to make sure. I had to throw it out there I just wanted to make sure, Tracy, so don't blame me for that. John says, Doc, I want to test the enterprise to see how it compares to pro. John, I think, so we're talking about from a billing standpoint. The pro, and I believe that's what Doc understood I was asking. Pro doesn't delineate or speak to the features. I think we're just talking about as far as billing and offering that to a wide base. Like I work at a university. And so instead of trying to convince individuals to do individual license, being able to license an entire company organization as a whole, that's what we're kind of talking about, John. Yeah, so Doc says, we do offer that. Yeah, so Doc understood what I meant. Got you. Yeah. But I mean, for those, so you know what I'm saying? We got 9 people. Oh, so you got a lifetime beta. Oh, Tracy, you've been a member since the beginning of time, yo. It ain't too many people that can say that. Yeah, you've been a member forever. You can't get that. Well, let me not say you can't get that no more. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's 9 of y'all watching, do me a favor, hit that like button. And let me take a look at something. And I told y'all this always stream with a purpose, but honestly, I just really wanted to hop on because I wanted y'all to see my haircut. And we're having a pretty good conversation, That's what I'm talking about. If you do need to upgrade, use my link. Absolutely. I appreciate that, fam. Equip Institute says, it takes time to get a flow and your voice. Been focusing on that on my end and not on analytics. Absolutely. Because the analytics is, like I said, it's kind of pointless. If you don't, hi people, my first time on the channel. What's going on? Is it Abraham? Am I saying that correctly? Or is it Ibrahim Lucas? Appreciate you coming through, man. Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. We're just kind of having a conversation about, not chasing the bag, looking at analytics, thinking about monetization, click-through rate, impressions, views. Does it all really matter? You know what I'm saying? Should it matter if you're a beginner? I love, again, what Equip, and please remind me of your name. I'm trying to remember from when we was on, I want to say Rhonda, but I don't think it's Rhonda, when we were on Kirk's stream earlier. I'm telling you, I'm not finna call y'all by y'all channel names or whatever. But I love what she said earlier. It takes time to get a flow and to figure out your voice. And really focusing on that in analytics. And that's hard to convince people because we live in a world where people only care about, the camera that you're using or the lights that you're using or the mic that you're using. And so people think that makes you a better creator. It doesn't make you a better creator. It makes good creators better, or it gives good creators another tool to kind of just level up their production. But good creators can take a phone and still do what I'm doing with it and make it look great. They can take a phone and throw it up on that hopefully you apostolic around these parts. We don't deal with PC people. I'll play nice. All y'all Android folks, I need y'all to figure out what's going wrong in your life. But continuity cam, use it for a webcam. You know what I'm saying? Right into your MacBook, iMac, whatever. Mac Mini, Mac Studio, whatever it is that you got. I love what Doc just said. Flow is important and your voice will change. Just create and it happens. No need to try and force it while focusing on that. You can create relationships way better. Yo, that's a gem. That's a gem for real. That's a gem for real. Faith washed in Christ. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for jumping on. I will stay away from the analytics. Thanks. Yeah, it can be a rabbit hole. It can be a rabbit hole, and it can poison. It poisons a lot of people because we see a lot of content purely based on analytics. And if you watch football, you know how frustrating analytics can be. The Detroit Lions, and well, partially, because Dan Campbell is who Dan Campbell is. But just think of when you're watching the games, in a lot of situations, you'll hear the announcer say the reason they're going for it on fourth down so early or here is because analytics say they have a 72% chance of winning. I follow analytics one time to the T. I love TubeBuddy. I love vidIQ. You know, I've done some things and got 100 out of 100 optimization score, did everything they said, felt like the thumbnail, everything. Video sucked. Do things my way, things take off the way they take off. Some of my best viewed, some of my best content, if I go look at their standards and the analytics, it breaks a lot of rules. And so there's always a give take. That's what I'm saying. It can be a rat race. Don't let it consume you. I'm analytical. I'm the research guy. I'm analytical. I just like looking at the information. I'm a techie. I work in IT. So I work with systems and stuff. So I'm going to look at it. But I advise people really kind of ignore it. Don't really pay attention to it. Should I do my magazine online or print? How are people consuming content? I think, it depends on your audience. How do they consume your content? If they consume most of your content digitally, then why would you go print? I photograph events, right? And so one of my mentors, shout out to Ken Branson, Mastermind Productions, Red Carpet Photo Station. And so he would do prints on site. And for events where I think the average age is like, with all due respect to everybody, but if you have AARP, I'll even say 50 and above, but 55 and above, a print is cool. It's like a nice memento coming from an event. But then what do you see? People taking pictures of a picture. And even older people now, how do I get the pictures? Because the whole purpose of an event is nostalgia. Like, you want to share now. You want to be able to share that now. And so digital, like, is there still room for print? Absolutely. For a magazine, look at your major magazines. Look at Ebony, look at Enterprise, look at Slam, look at Source, look at if Source is even in existence. I'm just thinking of different things I come across, like people don't really read a lot of print anymore. So I think it's dope. It's a nice token, but if it's going to affect your bottom line like that, you can save more money and produce at a higher volume like doing digital. Like Florence, thank you so much, Florence. I promise you I won't forget that anymore. How effective is Patreon? A good way to go for my podcast, TV show, help your auntie out. I don't want to be dated. Yo, so Tracy, do you know, I might offend somebody here. Do you know Larry Reed? Well, before I ask that question, it goes back to the print digital thing. I think it depends on your audience. And so to me, if you're specifically trying to, it sounds like are you trying to create community, or are you trying to create like a membership platform, or are you trying to do both? Like, that's the question we got to ask first. Because if you want your podcast or TV show to be exclusively behind a paywall or a membership wall or a community wall, I mean, Patreon is cool. You know what I'm saying? But are you going to limit yourself, from just being able to get that quote unquote free exposure on YouTube? Now, again, I think you have an opportunity to do what a lot of people are doing. All of your quote unquote non-free, your VIP, your BTS, your interview, unseen, like your evergreen content can live on YouTube. This is the magazine. This is what you can expect. But it's like, say, for example, one of the things a lot of people still do, we used to do heavy in the pandemic. If I'm going live and this is a live show right now, as soon as the live show is over, we go have a private Q&A session. Only the people that are a part of the membership group can now stay for the quote unquote after party. You know what I'm saying? So, think of it like that, where your evergreen content kind of lives on YouTube And it's like, Larry Reed does that very well. He hosts a lot of things specifically. Even in his conversation, he'll tell you, I can't talk about this publicly, but I'll talk about it in my private community. So that's one thing to kind of, and Patreon, I mean, it's still around. It just really kind of depends on what you want to do. Florence says, got clients without worrying about all that stuff. Thanks to those who came before me. Absolutely. Trailblazers. I told y'all on Kirk Stream, they calling me John the Baptist of the content world. So we out here with the locust and honey. And we folks, Doc said, we folks spend a lot of time trying to be perfect and cute because we are hard on each other. And they hard on us. Yo, that is so true. That's big facts right there. That's big facts right there. Like you've never lied. You've never lied. Yo, Doc has all the bars. I'm trying to tell you. Doc has all the bars. Got back to my love of writing and doing live streaming. Absolutely. John says, what are we doing it for? Money or to help people? Our grandmothers make gourmet food from leftovers. We naturally know how to make do with little. Yup. Gen X of vintage. Yeah, digital all the way, agreed. Yes, I know of him. You're basically saying start with the end goal in mind. Most definitely, Florence. Membership first. Membership first, but parts of it to build community. That's confirmation for what I was thinking. Yeah, like that. The biggest thing I think people are trying to do right now, and Doc says Patreon is good, but peep fourth wall. I feel it is better and has built-in merch. Okay, that's dope. I need to actually look at that myself. But yeah, Patreon has, I think, kind of stood the test of time, and I think they still have a huge platform, because you can pretty much do everything behind it. Like Doc is saying, they've got the merch already built in. So that's another element, because we see a lot of people creating content and communities specifically around merch. That's always going to be a way to kind of push your brand and market the message that you're trying to push. But specifically, again, the membership community conversation depends on what you're trying to do. And I think there are definitely ways that you can go about doing it. That's something like, even the most randomest things, still have purpose. Cause I mean, that's a conversation I'm currently having, Tracy. So you're not in this by yourself. Appreciate the love. Love everybody too, man. That's we are all out here in this wilderness together. And some of us have been out here longer than others. So some of us have more experience, more expertise, and so they're able to lend their insights. Like I say, you want to lean on a person like Doc. Like I could say this about Doc, and and I know he won't take offense to it. Like a lot of people can't handle Doc, because to love Doc is to know Doc, and Doc comes off very honest. Like crazy. I was watching, the Monique interview with Club Shay Shay, you know what I'm saying? And thinking back to Cat Williams interview, like it's hard to handle people who are honest because we're so used to getting lies. Like it's hard to, like, it's refreshing to see people just being authentic, when they're streaming on YouTube, because everybody's trying to be Mr. Beast. Everybody was trying to be Peter McKinnon. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite photographers, that I fell in love with their content, like Manny Ortiz. Like I used to watch Manny all the time until Manny turned into, and Manny is still good. Manny is dope, but Manny turned into a YouTuber. Manny was a photographer who was creating content. Now Manny is a content creator who takes pictures. Y'all will catch that tomorrow. Yo, I could hook you up because I have no hair. I have no hair to cut. Yo, you are crazy, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Doc. But yeah, are you? He used to be a photographer that I don't have time to massage your ego. I want to protect you from you. Absolutely. He used to be a photographer that you know what I'm saying, created content. And I think that's the difficult thing for a lot of people in that space. Like even like Peter McKinnon. Like, when is the last time you seen Peter McKinnon like do a photo shoot? Like, I mean, really think about it. Like, you see photos that he'll post inside of his content. And when you get to that big, you have a team and it's quicker, you know, so you never really know what, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. But it's like, yo, once you start seeing people saying, hey, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, yo, it's over. It's a wrap. It's over. It's over, man. And so it's like, yo, you're dope. Like, I still love your work. Like, I still go back and watch like old videos. Like, that's how I learned off camera flash. That's really how I learned like high speed sync, off camera flash or whatever. FJH photography. I don't even know what his real name is. Him and Manny is how I really learned off camera flash. And that's what took my photography game to a whole nother level years ago, watching their videos or whatever. And then I'm thinking it's cool because if that's what you want, if that's the end goal, you know, I salute. Manny got, you know, the partnership with Wes Scott. He's got his own beauty dish out now. I think it's like $400. I don't know if it's worth $400 though. Not for a beauty dish. I think it's $400 though. Matter of fact, I'm talking to y'all like I ain't sitting right here in front of a computer. It's the Wes Scott Beauty Dish Switch. Okay, I take that back. I feel like when it first came off. So when it first came out, it was $300. Right now it's $239. And that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good, you know, because, but I don't know what his. I feel like one of them is a white interior, one of them is a silver interior. I gotta go back and look. Yeah, so I'm over here. I'm getting outside of I'm talking about my old stuff now. We got Baby B Skin, not Rhino Skin. Being a woman in IT for a long time taught me to have a tough mind. Yo, Florence, you get it. Like, you absolutely get it. But I'm gonna say, oh, this is what I wanted to say on Kirk's stream today, and I'm gonna get back to y'all in the comments. I have beef. This is why you shouldn't pay attention to the analytics, but sometimes the analytics are good because it will tell you the demographic that you're reaching and that you connect with the most. Sometimes I have beef with females, and here's the reason why. Because to me, women will buy anything that another woman convinces them to sell. Y'all can sell salt to a slug. You can sell heaven to Satan. Because he already been there, so he'd be like, yeah, I'll go back. Like, you can do it. And so, and don't y'all cancel me for this. But this is what I'm saying. Because there are going to be some people that's going to slap me. You might not do it on the stream, but you'll do it privately. Sometimes it bothers me because men will hate. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Men will hate on, we deal with pride and jealousy different than women do. Women deal with it too, but men deal with it in a different way. We'll just hate on you from a distance. We'll watch everything you do. We won't like, we won't comment, we won't share, we won't subscribe. We won't do it. We won't do it. I see women posting that are good. I take nothing away from them. And I'm like, yo, the numbers are just crazy. I see them talking about some of the same, and this is how I'm going to level set this. Take the big creators out of the way. So even though, like, say, Doc hates this word, but let's use the word oversaturated. Say you're a makeup artist and you want to get into makeup or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, your channel your content can jump off like that. Like nothing. Number one, I mean, it's a huge, you know what I'm saying, base for it, but like, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, it just jumps off. Like, I see females that talk about, you know, how to get your first 1,000, how to go by, like their content just. And if I'm wrong for saying that, ladies, I love y'all. Please forgive me. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, no disrespect. But a lot of times when I'm talking to my female friends, my sister, and them, I'm like, yo, just do it. Like, I know behind the scenes, y'all deal with a lot of the things probably worse than we do, vice versa. We can sit here and compete, about, X and Y chromosomes all day. But like, real talk, y'all can sell salt to a slug. Like, for real. I don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, men, and I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just like, bro, like, we support different. We support now when the men that are inside of communities like this, like ECAMM. Oh nah, man, we rock out for each other. We go after it. We gonna hold you down. But outside of and just what I've seen in the world, like, yo, like, I don't get it. I mean, y'all gotta help me, Tracy, Florence, y'all help me understand that. East Atlantic, what's going on, man? Good to see you through. Yeah, Doc was saying, he was good, and then he caught vapors from the sponsors. Yeah, man. Once Squarespace took over, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. John says Peter has his merch in B&H. He does. I mean, like, I like Peter. I like the indie filters, and I love his bag is dope. I mean, to me, that's what he was put on here on Earth for. I can't argue that bag is dope. Like my boy has one, and I'm like, man, I'm shocked I haven't gotten it yet because I have a Peak Design bag that's similar to it, but I'm like, that Peter McKinnon bag I can't even front. I think, and maybe it's just the color. I think it's just the color that's. Doc says I'm so over. Yeah, the clone. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. What Sony camera should I get with a ramen budget? Are you serious right now? Yo, what is a ramen budget? Because ramen is expensive depending on where you are. John says you don't have to get the Sony. You're such a hater. No, so here's the thing. For those of y'all who don't know, matter of fact, Doc and John, y'all would probably be the best of friends. John is like this super cat. John out here shooting with red Komodo. Like, he out here shooting with dragons. So that's not a ramen budget. Tracy said, don't ask John. Don't ask. But I am partial to Sony. Number one, if you're gonna go Canon, I think you're gonna have a more difficult time because the lens selection is not there for the new, L mount, R mount and L mount, and we're not doing DSLRs for streaming. I'm not gonna say Panasonic. I'm not gonna say Black Magic. Like, I think Sony. If you refuse to use your phone, if you absolutely refuse to use your phone and you absolutely have to have a camera, you don't want to do something like the DJI Osmo Pocket, Ozbot. You know what I'm saying? Ozbot tail there. I got 3 of them. I can't wait to put that content out. I'll put that mug through the ringer. Who look, in the word of the hardballs, who's got it better? Who better than us? Who better? I ain't gonna get on that trip right now. I ain't gonna get on that trip. John, stop hating, man. Stop being a hater. But yeah, Doc said it. Use a phone until you can save for the camera. Like, real talk, like, again, because the gear is not gonna make you a better creator if you're not already doing it. And my thing is, make somebody else pay for your gear. So if you're gonna do the membership thing and you put it behind a paywall, there go your gear right there. Tracy was saying she experiences from men. Doc said dudes will get in a fist fight and go eat ribs together 10 minutes later. Facts. That's true. Peter doesn't make it. Yeah, no matter. Yeah, like, just put his freaking name on it. You was gonna say Canon, bro. Like, back in the day, yeah, but the only gripe that people had with Sony was the colors. And then Sony said, all right, now we smacking y'all in the face. And a lot of people now actually prefer Sony colors to Canon. That's how, ooh, boy, I'm trying to tell you. James Hicks, what's going on, man? Hicks, you at the Super Bowl, right? You ought to be in Vegas. Jimmy, you ought to be in Vegas. Yeah, the ZV-1F is 500. You know, Ozbot is dope. Team Sony. Tail layer is sick. Yeah, Doc, the tail layer, man, is I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm still I don't like I know they have an update dealing with some HDR stuff or whatever, and it was on by default. I don't really fool with HDR like that, especially in the environments that I would use it. And so in the couple of instances that I used it so far, like I'm impressed. Even just the fact that I'm able to do it from the phone, but you know, the PoE, all of that, yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, you already know, John, the Sony sensors, man. We know we can't compete with them red Komodo Harry Potter dragons you got over there, you know, but it's all good. Yep, definitely travel. Nice little case. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't beat that, you know. And it's in a small form factor like that. And the tracking, yo, like if you're into sports or you're a teacher, one of those people that like to gotta walk around, you a chef or whatever, walk around the kitchen, that joint is crazy. Like the tracking is legit. I can't even front. I can't even front. Yo, Florence said, just say float 32 from John the Baptist. 32-bit float, man. 32-bit float. Look here, we all know folks with Miracle Whips who cannot drive at all. Gear A finna help you do nothing. Yo, that's big facts. That's big facts. Is that Newmark or Pioneer DJ? So behind me, that's my roommate's Newmark. My Pioneer. So if you're referring to that right there, that's Pioneer. It's a Newmark back there though. Like literally when I came in, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can play this. When I came in, I'm finna get kicked off. Y'all, the stream might get kicked off right here though. Hold on, let me see it. No content strikes. Hey, we finna start a group called Biscuits and Gravy. Matter of fact, it's my boy's birthday tomorrow. Shout out to the broski. It's the birthday tomorrow. This is what I came into. This is what I walked in on. I don't know if y'all, hold on. This is what I, yo, this is what I came in on. Yeah, that's what I walked into the house on. I'm like, what you got going on, bro? Yeah. So y'all can Y'all. That transition was smooth though. Y'all. I was like, bro, you wildin'. You wildin' a bit too much. But you know what I'm saying? The birthday tomorrow. So I ain't even mad at it. Bro was going in though. I'm riding by, I see lights going off and everything. I'm like, okay. We having a straight up party going on in here. Hicks said I'm gonna need that mixtape. Hey yo, I got you. I got you. Flying out Friday morning. Hey man, I need to be flying with you. I need to be flying with you next year. Ozbot is a Sony sensor. Yeah, I was I recently just found that out. Tell Larry it's good for Baptist preachers who be walking. Yo, but y'all technics that y'all legit though. Like I give it up. Like shout out to, because the thing is and like when I say like no, like legit, this whole like biscuits and gravy, like I'm not even being funny. I'm on the whole molasses thing because I'm country. I'm like molasses, but that kind of sound weird. You know, I say something crazy like we stick to you, but no, like real talk. From an MC standpoint, like I'm gonna let him handle, you know what I'm saying, the table. I just want the mic. I just want to go 32-bit float crazy on them. I got a couple of weddings coming up this year. I can't wait. When I tell you I can't wait. I said it backwards. Florence said, watch that and was laid out on your mag was totally on point. Gotcha. We are cousins. I want DJ equipment too. Listen, I'm gonna need that mixtape. First of all, man, Doc, what's your girl? I just talked to her. Nikki, all these people with the what's my man came through with ECAMM, him and his wife. They had a whole channel dedicated to like the Oculus and all of that, like gaming. Something I cannot think of it, man. I'm like, forget y'all, man. I'm gonna get the Vision Pro. I got other things in front of me right now, so I ain't even tripping about it. Yeah, them 28 point. My man remember it to the decimal point. 28.6. Nick, yeah. Jeremy, yes, that's it, Jeremy. I'm like, yo, all of y'all out here with the Vision Pro, but nah, like it's crazy. Jay Duncan. Yup. So y'all be knowing, man. But it's just wild, man, seeing the technology. I think it was even crazier seeing they had the patent for it back in 2007 and to see what, you know, like what it ended up turning into, you know? So, you know, Apple is always 20, 30 years ahead of the game, man. That's my thing, even as a creator. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big picture person. I'm a visionary, and most people that are visionaries, we're big picture people. We struggle with the day-to-day, the details, the minute stuff. You hire people to do that. Virtual assistants, secretaries, all those types of things. That's the thing I had to learn, you know what I'm saying, to kind of maximize business. But John says Apple Vision is, yo, like, bro, like, second gen is going to be ridiculous. And I might look at the Vision Pro the same way I look at phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no need for me to get the iPhone 15. But I would probably get the 16. I'm like that. If I don't have a need, because I know me, I'm a waste of money. And I'm gonna get bored. Like when Androids used to come out. Like when I used to be crazy about the Samsung Note back in the day. Bro, after 2 weeks, it's like, I'm done with the phone. Oh, it's like leasing a car. Like, okay, I'm good. Take the Tesla back. I had my fun with it. Like now I just need to get to work or go to McDonald's or Cookout. Let me tell you something. That's some good tea, man. Y'all, I got a haircut today. I know we talking about content, but yo, if you're gonna be live, you know what I'm saying? Like, put your best foot forward. I'm shiny right now. I got oily skin. You know what I'm saying? So I should have probably just washed my face, threw on. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. And when I was married, my wife used to be still is, she's an esthetician and a makeup artist, right? And so when I would have like big presentations or like super things I really had to do that I couldn't really talk about, your boy would have on that matte finishing powder, like for real. I wasn't looking like Uncle Shay Shay. You know, the first time he was on First Take and they had him looking like he was ready to go to the upper room. Nah. But we had to, you know, keep all, you know, mat that oil down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doc talking about me and Camera Junkie be having unnecessary meetings just to use it. I haven't been to a cookout in like 5 years. I need a trip back home. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Like, I know people talk about In-N-Out. I know people talk about Jack in the Box. I know people talk about Five Guys. I know they were talking about that on First Take or Get Up this morning. But bro, let me tell you something. That cookout though, yeah. Cookout go hard. Tracy said that's the anointed. Yo, let me tell so when I tell you dude was on my video, he's like, bro, you the John the Baptist of content creation. You got that cry loud and spirit not anointed. Yo, all I could do was laugh. All I could do was pass out and laugh because it was so because it was so funny. It was so funny, yo. Super oily. That's what my grandmother would say. That's what my mom would say as well. But y'all, it's like about to be 9 o'clock. I think I hopped up there at 8. What I've been streaming like, yep, I'm right over an hour. So I just really wanted to do what I tell other people to do. You know, I go live. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all this so you can see it. Every single Monday at 7 p.m. Y'all can find me here in the Create, Inspire, and Solve streets. Yo, real talk. Why y'all here though? If you missed it, you missed a treat. I don't know why my ECAMM doing that though. That was me. You missed it. This is why you stay in preview mode. Well, we did a little mini masterclass. You know, especially if you're a beginner. And I talked about my part of my framework, which is my ARC method, which is attraction, retention, and conversion. Man, let me tell you something. That was Monday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is the last day it's going to be up. So if you have not watched it yet, matter of fact, since y'all here and I'm getting ready to shut it down, I'm gonna just give you a quick preview, quick recap what we kind of talked about. I just want to show y'all real quick. I'm gonna drop something on you for those of you who didn't see it, what we kind of talked about. All right, so what we've been talking about, forget the algorithm, focus on your audience. There we go. Audience attraction, audience retention, audience conversion. Really kind of doing this challenge. Hey man, just post 10 videos. Why do we want to post 10 videos? Build your and when I say post 10 videos, whether you go live, whether it's a short, whether it's a regular post it without context. Like don't try to figure it out. Just do it. Just get started. In the famous words of Sean Kendall, at some point you just got to press record. So I hear people talking about, I've been planning for years. No, you need to stop planning at this point. We just need to execute. We can go back and put a plan to what you've already produced. Some of y'all will catch that later. But why I want you to post 10 videos, it'll help you build your chops. It'll help you find your pace. It'll help you build your stamina. It'll help you develop your personality. It'll help you better your technique. And most of all, it's going to tell me if you're serious or not. All right. Attraction. My goal is to help you find the audience that is assigned to your voice. And I believe content creation is one of the best ways to do that. Those first 10 videos are going to really help you kind of craft your messaging. This is when we got into the branding portion of it all. You want to make sure you're clear, you're concise, you're consistent. All right. When we started talking about branding, one of the ways I teach branding is by helping you understand the difference between branding and marketing. Marketing is how you feel about yourself. Branding is how your audience, not somebody else's audience, not Peter McKinnon, not Manny Ortiz. I want to know what your audience actually feels about you. A lot of people talk about branding, but they don't really understand it because it's not tangible. It's not something you can touch. It's not a logo. It's not your business cards. Though that's called brand collateral. Those are branding is a subset of marketing. And so when it comes to different things like that, your website, all of that different stuff, that's considered brand collateral and part of your overall identity system, but it's not branding itself. All right. So when we talked about attraction, this is why we want to be clear, concise, and consistent, because we're dealing with titles, thumbnails, and tags. You know what I'm saying? So if you build it, they will come eventually. So titles, you know, we adopted from Think Media. Make sure you're using the ASQ method. Ask specific questions, but on the other side, you want to answer specific questions. Use different technologies like TubeBuddy or vidIQ and do some research looking at what other channels are doing. Thumbnails. My thing is use the drive-by method. If the average speed in America on a highway is 70, out here on the internet, we're going 2,000 miles an hour. So from a drive-by standpoint, your thumbnail needs to be intriguing, informative, and it's instantaneous. Don't try to put everything on the thumbnail, because we're moving too fast. You know, be out here like, you know, I have no experience with this, but you be out here like they are on Tinder, just swipe. Tags, we're talking about SEO, optimization, breadcrumbs. You want to make sure that your audience can find you, and that's the kind of a good way to kind of lead them to you. Retention, this is when we get in the business of YouTube. When we get to YPP and the partner program, everything is really kind of built around this word right here, retention. How do you keep your audience engaged? Remember that people don't buy products, people buy people. So when you show up as you. You are the product. Sell yourself. Don't sell your soul, but sell yourself. You are the product. And remember that people hate when they are being sold to. So make sure you're showing up as your authentic self. And one of the dope things going back to retention, if you understand anything about the monetization rules and the 4,000 watch hours, remember, here's what you need to understand. The same way we exchange the word algorithm for audience, exchange time for money. YouTube is saying, I need a sample size. What do they deem as a valuable sample size? 4,000 watch hours. They're going to take a sample size of 4,000 watch hours to determine how much money they want to spend on you, whether or not they're going to give you a piece of the pie. The more time you get people to spend watching your videos, the more money YouTube says they will spend on you. Conversion, this is where we really get into community. Employing, and the word I really wanted to use was mobilizing your audience to push your brand. So no, I'm not saying you're Jesus and the 12 disciples, but now you got brand evangelists and ambassadors that can go out here and get it done for you. So that's why you want to be clear, concise, and consistent, because now it allows them to carry your message for you. So now you can spend time just kicking back on a Wednesday night doing something like this for an hour, just building relationships and talking to people while everybody else is doing the hard work. You know, so in 2024, you can start from here to get to there. Where is there? Doc Rock with an Apple Vision Pro. That is there. So it's been real rocking out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to the fam. Again, we will be back here Monday. I want you to go watch that masterclass. It's only going to be up. I did another video just doing as a recap. I'll keep that one up, but that particular video is going down. If Florence was up there, but if you were with me on Kirk's stream today, I got something major coming in the next 2 months. You know, so 2024, this first quarter, we're going to kill it. We're going to knock it out with a bang. But I love y'all. It's been real. Happy hump day. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Y'all be easy. Doc, I appreciate that super chat again. But y'all know where you can find me. I will be back here. Yeah, because I'll be out of town. So I'll be back here Monday. I will be back here Monday at 7 p.m. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy.